Another conceit of The Last of Us is no one ever piss or shit. None of my characters ever do. Never. There's never a part where it says, you need to piss or shit. And, you know, if I'd made this game, it would have been I would have done a much better job at the realism in terms of piss and shit, you know? That's a nice start there, a sign about bathroom rules, but my characters should be shitting and pissing all the time. They're all they're all eating canned foods, which is hell for the digestion. There should be a lot of shit. There should be a lot of piss. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. Thanks, guys, for listening to my game design chatter. It would be a flashing indicator that said, it would like flash alternatingly. It would go, you have to piss, and you know the beep in Zelda? The beep in Zelda when you're running out of health? It'd be like that, except it would just be flashing words, and then saying you have to piss. And then, sorry, 1 second, let's look at this kid's drawing. Danny Ish, our protectors. Nice. Pan. Nice, I'm enjoying that. It would say you have to piss, and flash, and then when you start to really have to piss, a voice would start with the flashing going, you have to piss! You have to piss!
You think
And
you can
then...
let that ladder down?
Yeah.
And then if you had to shit, it would do the same. You have to shit! And then if you had to do both, it would just alternate. So then it would be going, you have to piss! You have to shit! You have to piss! You have to shit! It'd be like the baby in Yoshi's Island or whatever. Yeah. The like noisy baby that gets on your nerves, so you're like, I better deal with this because you won't shut the fuck up. What if I stand under it? What if I just stood there?
There
we go. Good job, kid.
It probably wouldn't have mattered. But it'd be funny if they put a death animation in. You have to piss. You have to shit. Oh, I have to piss. Does anyone have to piss or shit before we run to the next area? Because there are porta potties. I hope nobody had to piss or shit. I really do. But yeah, the video gamey stuff, like, it's funny, you know, they only introduce so many mechanics because that's what a good game should do, that you shouldn't overwhelm people with new information. And in this game, you know, like the fact that she comments on, yeah, get on the pallet, like there's always a situation where there's water and there's a thing just out of reach, and she can't swim, but there's a pallet and I can get it and bring it to her. Like,
should we head in?
Ain't no way around. Gonna have to cut through the plant.
I'm not saying, you know, the game's shitty for doing that. Oh wait, I'm opening this door? I guess so. I'm just saying it's video gamey and I accept it, but it's also, you know, it's sort of it's endearing in a way, because I think it's important that the game design be good first. So I'm fine with the palette as a recurring thing. But if you thought about it, in reality, it's a bit goofy, eh? Also, hey, listen, I was talking about this before. They never shit or piss. Where's the shit and where's the piss? As I said, I found one note that was about the bathroom. I found some bathroom notes that some people had left, but otherwise, as I said, my characters, if I wrote this good game, I would have done it the best, because I would have had them shitting and pissing all the time. And it'd be both of them. Oh, drugs. And Joel would yell like... I actually was thinking about before, I said there'd be a voice that goes, you have to shit, you have to piss, but now I'm just thinking about how much better it would be if the characters did it. So it's just Joel would just start yelling, I have to shit, I gotta shit. Yeah? And then sometimes be walking around. I know. Doy and Ellie would be going, I gotta shit! Hey, I gotta piss! Bring me to one of the piss points. Bring me to a shit point. And there would be designated shit and piss points, like the pallets, you know what I mean? You couldn't just shit piss everywhere, based on
This
the
place
scale.
takes me back.
How so?
It was right after everything went down. I ended up in a triage just like this. And everywhere you looked, you just saw families torn apart. The whole damn world seemed to have turned upside down in a blink.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
Yes, it was.
I can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
This is how it would play if it was in the game. At this part, Ellie would be like, he'd be like, yeah, Dad used to be at a Boogadoo unit, and she's like, is that after you lost Sarah? I gotta shit! Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Joel. I gotta shit! I gotta piss! it was me. The change I would make to is if they're already if they're already shouting one thing, like I gotta piss. Ellie's going, I gotta piss, I gotta piss. I'm sorry about your dead daughter, I gotta piss, I gotta piss. And then because you haven't had her shit in a while, she also has to shit. And I told you it would cycle between I gotta shit, I gotta piss. But the first time when the shit kicks in, remember she's already saying I gotta piss. So the first time the shit kicks in, she's like, I gotta piss, I gotta piss, I gotta piss, and now I gotta shit. And then she would say that, and then you'd know, oh man, it's his DEFCON 4, and I guess that's DEFCON 2. DEFCON 3 and DEFCON 4 is when they both have to shit and piss, and yeah, so then you know it's like it's on. But after that, after she said the first time, and now I gotta shit, then it would just go back to, I gotta shit, I gotta piss, I gotta shit, I gotta piss. Maybe every once in a while, Joel, I gotta shit, I gotta piss, Joel. And then he'd, and then the same for him. I gotta shit, I gotta piss, I gotta shit. Ellie, I gotta shit. Or he could just also yell Joel. Joel, I gotta shit. Right? I don't know. Sort of, I don't know why he'd do it. But it, like story-wise, I don't know if I can make it work, but it might be, it might, I think I would like to be able to sell that when I pitch this as a patch to Naughty Dog. I hope that was enough new game design to, I mean, I just developed a new game, you know, over like 2 play sessions. That's a new mechanic, that's a new video game system I just designed off the cuff on the stream for you guys. What was that?